Hello everyone and welcome back to another reading. Today we're looking into a message from Spirit with clear advice on what you can do right now to influence your situation. Okay, we have 3 different groups to choose from. We're choosing from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. And we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. Group number 1, this fell out, Apophyllite and Stay Positive. Group number 2, we have the Hematite and Ground Yourself. And for group number 3, we have the Rainbow Obsidian and Heal Your Heart. Okay, see whichever one of these crystals stands out to you. Maybe more than one, maybe none. Don't force anything. I have a ton of other readings on my channel that are mostly all 99% timeless readings. So with also just spirit messages and advice for whatever resonates with you today. But you could also be resonating with the number sequence in the timestamps in the description box. So if you want to choose by numbers, okay, or 1, 2, 3, which is a number as well. But thank you so much for being here and for liking and subscribing if you're resonating with these readings and my energy. And thank you so much for your beautiful comments. You guys are absolutely amazing and super duper appreciated from my side and Spirit side as well. So thank you so much. And without further ado, let's hop into you guys' messages for today. Hello, beautiful group number 1, and welcome to your reading. You fell drawn to this beautiful card with Apophyllite and Stay Positive. Really nice. It's interesting, Apophyllite always to me feels a tiny bit different than clear quartz. There's a bit more white in there. I don't know, but I feel... Don't mind my cat. It's like sharpening her claws or actually getting rid of them. Either way. Apophyllite always feels a tiny bit different. It feels a bit more cleansing in a way, and that clear quartz isn't doing that, but there's something about it too that is almost a little bit more like reflective in the sense of pointing you directly to what you need to know. It's interesting. I also have the clear quartz right here. This I feel is more like it gives me wisdom, or it gives me some sort of enlightenment with this. I still feel like there's something we need to face, okay, with the Apophyllite here, with the energy. But it does say stay positive. Okay, we're going to go and get one of these, what is it called? Soul Truth cards and see what it says here. For group number 1, please, what do they need to know from Spirit? How can they influence their situation right now? Okay, for group number 1, and we have this card here popping out. And it says, what risk can I take today? Ooh, and stay positive. Interesting. We have, be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap. But do not fret, because your soul has wings. Today's soul action. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. Wow, it's really also asking you to show your full strength. Believe in yourself, right? And this is what I feel like with the reflection that is being reflected back to you here with the Apophyllite. Stay positive also about yourself, right? No negative self-talk. All of these things are coming through here. So what risk can I take today? Let's leave it at this here so you can still see this, I hope, from up there. Okay, if you want to take a screenshot here. So it's asking you to be very brave and to also, I feel like, with the stay positive, to hold yourself in high regards, have positive self-talk, you know, get a mentor, get a coach, get somebody to remind you of certain things. If you need a schedule also, right? Where you know, I just saw quickly a schedule with tons of smiley faces on it. If this is all you need a reminder for, maybe that's the most important reminder you need, is the smiley face every day. To remind yourself that you're okay, that you're on your path, that nothing can happen as long as you also believe in yourself. I really feel this like self-empowerment here going on. And with empowerment word, I'm going to get a power animal card. These are German, okay, but maybe you understand German. I have a few guys of you that do understand German. So let's see. We have the butterfly here. Transformation. I mean, that's the same word in English. Okay. Oh my goodness. And it says, prepare yourself for a big breakthrough. There is a big breakthrough coming. And what Spirit here is saying is the action that you can take right now to influence your situation is to stay on track. Build yourself up. Tell yourself how amazing you are and that you can do it. Don't right now, like, let yourself go. And even if it does happen, Spirit says to be gentle with yourself. Even if you do have the, you know, a cheat day or something, whatever your goal is or where you want to go or what you want to manifest, even if we have a cheat day or a sad day or a bad day, these are just dualities that naturally occur in life. And this is also a transformation that you're going through because you're going to wear your badges proudly, right? Look at it at the long run, not just like the small thing right now. See a bigger picture, I feel like. You can achieve more in the whole year than you can achieve maybe just in the week that you set your goals out to achieve, which you might put a string on this, right? A string attached to something that has to come in a specific way. We're maybe putting too many limits on ourselves here with the bigger picture in the year instead of the week. I'm getting this like broader perspective where we can also allow ourselves those sad days or cheat days, okay, that need to be implemented to have a long-lasting change, and not just a change that is like quick, but also goes away really quick. We want maybe results and change that lasts forever and not just for the short run. So this is a reminder for you, group number 1, to stay positive, especially about yourself, your progress, and that there will be good days and bad days, that this is just a common. But the daily reminder for you is to just keep smiling through it. Smiley faces, smiley faces. Okay, really interesting. Look on the bottom, we also have the beaver and the dove after. I'm going to show you as well. We have productivity in here as well. And it says, just go and do it. Just simply do it and don't overthink. And we have that in here as well. Where do we have it? What risk can you take towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. And this is exactly what the beaver here advises as well. Just go and do it. No overthinking. Just smiling through it. Okay. And the dove underneath, we have calmness. The contentment in the calmness, you know, the peacefulness. Get your rest or calm down. Take your time. Breathe. Okay. It's this also along the path, again, the reminder. It gives me this energy of just remind yourself. This is big picture thinking. This is not something that you need to have the proof of the pudding every day, because we have to be realistic here as well. And that will help you along the way. Have a schedule where instead of you giving yourself more and more tasks and more limitations, schedule in your calmness, your happiness, smiley faces. I see a big smiley face now on the schedule plugging up like a big sticker on top of all the to-do things, because there's a saying also they're giving me right now about tomorrow will take care of itself. Only worry about right now. And right now it's also about your positivity and your happiness. So this is a very important aspect for group number 1, to schedule in your calmness, your happiness, and something that makes you feel content and in the present moment, right? Without having to focus constantly on this thing that you want or what you want to manifest. It's about a little bit more, like the wings they're giving me right now. This is like going with the wind, right? Taking advantage of different winds. When it's raining, the butterfly also has to take some shelter somewhere, right? But they're going to be okay with it because it is what it is. It's like tomorrow will take care of itself. You will have a good day tomorrow. It'll come to you because you're also now flowing in oneness with Spirit, who wants to help you day by day and step by step. It's a bit of a combination of 50-50 exchange of your control and Spirit's control. Your control, and also taking back some of the reins, or letting go of some of the reins. I mean, you're figuring out where you can control something or influence something, and where you let Spirit influence something, to know how on how to listen to your intuition, hence to Spirit. So there's also a beautiful sharing of tasks here with you, between you and Spirit, between you and your faith, between you and your belief system. Make it a habit to also have a good time, to smile through it. Remind yourself daily of smiling. This will bring in the necessary easiness as well, and contentment, and maybe breath work here. Could be a practical thing here, because we're talking about what can you do right now to influence your situation. You are going through a big transformation. It says here, prepare yourself for a big breakthrough. And then we just go ahead, just do it without overthinking. And in this sense here, again, what I said is you will learn how to work hand in hand with Spirit. by scheduling in happiness, positivity, more smiley faces than tasks and limitations. Okay, so this is your advice for that. Let's do a few cards here from the Osho Zen Tarot, which is very different than a traditional tarot. So let's see. What else do we have here, Spirit? For group number 1, like what can they do right now to influence their situation? Besides staying positive, which I think is a big thing here, okay? And just doing it without overthinking, without also negative self-talk, right? If you want to have self-talk, let it be positive. And also accepting that there is reality of sad days, okay? They just happen. There are rainy days on this planet. And it's not even a bad thing, right? We need the rain to have a beautiful flower in the end, to have the trees blossom, to have the trees bear fruit. We need the rain. We need some darker days. And these could be the calm days for you. Take advantage of them in a positive way instead of thinking, oh no, now we have an obstacle in the way. Actually turn the obstacle into something as a reminder of, hey, maybe I'm supposed to take a rest day, right? Or maybe I'm just supposed to breathe today. So take it easy as well. All right. What else do we have for group number 1, please? Feel this one. Wow, the King of Pentacles, abundance. Okay, this card says abundance. If we want to translate it into the traditional tarot, it's the King of Pentacles. I mean, come on. He looks really chill. It's exactly what we just talked about. It's this beautiful alignment with you and Spirit. Let Spirit guide you on what to do. Maybe ask Spirit, when you're making your schedule for the week, ask Spirit to come in. And to be reminded always that you're supposed to have happy time in between your to-do list, okay? The to-do list and the to-not list, to don't do list. So both things here need to be incorporated in your life to influence your situation immediately. So there's something we can change immediately here without overthinking, just doing. And that doesn't just go for the things that are hard, right? When I look at this here, the productivity is not just about you feeling like you accomplished something towards your goal. In order to get to your goal, it is very important, Spirit says, to schedule in happiness. And this is also, don't overthink your happiness. This is just as important as scheduling in the things that need to be done. It's really a big emphasis here. Spirit is constantly pointing me back towards it. There is important things to do, but there's also an equal importance on you staying positive and being happy. So we're leveling out that scale here as an advice to have an immediate influence on your situation. And for some of you, it might seem counterproductive, but it is enhance the actual productivity towards the positivity, towards contentment, towards satisfaction, towards already feeling like you are happy right now, or you are on the way to your goal, or at least you're having a good time getting there. They also just gave me this phrase of, if you only think that you will be happy when you get there, this will be a very long road, okay? So you may as well implement happy things along the way, because this is not going to be just this end thing, right? Like the success could be right now if we're already embodying the feeling of it by playing, by being happy. If you want to be happy tomorrow, you have to be happy right now, or at least know what that happiness feeling feels like. So let's get something else. And again, the King of Pentacles, right? Abundance. We're talking about finances here as well. Finances, and exactly what I just said about you already feeling the feelings of what it would feel like to have that stability. For some of you, the abundance is stability or feelings for someone else in a relationship. So, but the Pentacles is a very earthy, grounding energy. Having a lot, okay, to enjoy, to be satisfied about, to be safe and secure about, to not having to worry about things anymore. And they're trying to remind you to have at least 50% of these feelings on your way there. Embodying this king energy already, this energy of abundance. How can we implement this even in a let's say small way? Right? If we want $1 million, obviously we have to try and find a way of happiness that would reflect of what it could feel like to have $1 million, which what would it be? It would probably just be that sensation of calmness, not having to worry. So what's the opposite of worry? Contentment, ease, relaxation, And this is what this guy and this deck is definitely embodying. So find something, and if it's a food item, a drink, or breathing exercises, where you can put yourself in that sensation already that matches this frequency. And if you can't imagine it with that what you want to achieve with your goal, find something that's similar, right? What could be a similar sensation for not worrying when you're having a good time with your friends, or when you're drinking your morning coffee, when you're sleeping? So put yourself more, 50% at least, they say, into that frequency, right? Again, with the same intention of you wanting to achieve your goal, put the same intention towards your relaxation. At least 50-50. Okay, what else do we have, please, for group number 1? And you will bring in this breakthrough, right? Prepare yourself for this huge breakthrough. You are going to be that King of Pentacles, or having this abundance. And we have compromise. Yeah, this is, again, the same energy. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is sharing, giving and receiving, but also getting your share. Getting your share. Move through it. Even also, they just gave me this example again of when there's a bad day, a rainy day, don't overthink that day. Don't make that day suddenly more important than all the other 5 sunny days, okay? So just when we have an obstacle in the way, it's just telling you to not think. This is the one day where you're not supposed to overthink your achievements or how far you've come. When you're a woman, when you get your period, or when you're PMSing or whatever, right? We know that this is just a cycle and it will go away naturally. So maybe in those times, try to find something with self-care where you can make yourself feel good, where you can stay positive. This is the compromise we're making here for group number 1. This is the advice from Spirit on how to influence your situation right now. Okay, to have this better outcome, or to keep focusing on what you actually want, to stay in the frequency. Okay, let's get one more here for group number 1, please. If we are sad, okay, they're emphasizing on the fact again, yes, we have sad days. The thing is, where we're not pushing our good stuff away is by acceptance. Self-love, self-care. Acknowledge the fact that you're sad right now. Give yourself a hug and be like, you know what? Make it a logical situation, especially if it's something about cycles, like I said, with a period, for example, or, it's raining. We know that the rain will stop eventually. So maybe the logic here will help with the compromise. It's not about pushing away your feelings. This is not what Spirit is getting at here. It's not about lying to yourself that you are sad. If you're sad, acknowledge the fact, yes, I'm sad, and it's okay. This is how we accept and let go. By saying, yes, this is what's happening right now. That's the truth. But I'm also accepting the fact that this will also pass. So you're not giving yourself a hard time of failing, right? You're not failing because you're crying. This is absolutely not the case. And this is where the compromise is coming in here. Oh, 3 cards came all together. Okay, let's look at them really briefly or quickly. We have the intuition, right? Going hand in hand with Spirit, with the inner voice and the High Priestess energy being picked up here. And we have transformation. What is this? The Death card. Transformation, 20, Judgment. And here we have the Page of Swords. There is a transformation. Let's take it this literally. That's maybe why they told me to take the Osho Zen, because of these beautiful words on these cards. Transformation is being picked up again. Okay, you're going through a big transformation when it comes to illusions of the mind, which could be the devil, this could be habits. And here we have the mind. This is the Page of Swords. You're learning, you're compromising, you're learning to compromise with yourself, and therefore letting Spirit come in. Tomorrow will take care of itself. We're possibly getting rid of anxiety, okay? By staying positive, we're implementing more beautiful self-talk or more self-care, more love for yourself. Even if you have a bad day, you're going to tell yourself that that's okay. It's not going to last forever. We're not going to hold on to the bad day now. It's just a phase, okay? Without the bad day, you couldn't be experiencing a good day. So there is a lot of things here that we can implement that make things more logical, potentially. More understanding for yourself and how you're programmed, right? I mean, look at this. It seems a little confusing here. But that's what we're enlightenment. I feel enlightenment in here as well with the beyond illusion. This is a judgment, resurrection. And look, we have another butterfly in here. You're turning into a beautiful butterfly. Your third eye is opening. You're going to be more in one with spirit and your intuition. And they said intelligence. They're raising your level of some way, okay? Wow, this is a lot of cards coming through. I also saw let go. The creators coming through, which is the King of Wands. Again, we have creativity in here. You're going to be more playful also with your scheduling, I heard. With the King of Wands, you're going to be more creative, okay? Creativity, playfulness here, all of these things are going to help you with this. Creator, it's almost like a magician energy here. Again, they're giving me the handshake here. Hold hands with the universe or with spirit, whatever you believe in. Could be Jesus, could be a religion. It doesn't matter. God, okay? Something here that can give you 50% when you need the 50%. But I feel spirit really wants you to have the 50% at least all the time. To hold the spirit's hands, okay? To know also what it feels like to rely on spirit. Not just in the bad days, but also when there's a good day. To communicate with spirit also when everything is going right that day. To not forget about this, okay? This will be also this beautiful enlightenment, and it's a gift almost. It will be a beautiful gift in addition to your life to have God or spirit in your life when you also have a good day. To know how to call upon it. Creativity is right here again with the Empress. Integration, yeah, all of these things. Like there's more enlightenment, integration of the spirit coming for you here, okay? Healing. Okay, I'm going to get a last card here, please, for group number 1. Is there anything practical here for what they can do right now to influence their situation? For group number 1, please. Any practical messages for group number 1? Ooh, we have lots. And it just pointed me towards the risk here. The risk, right? For some of you, it might seem risky because you're kind of letting go of something that you're used to potentially. And this could be a habit, a mindset, right? Sometimes the devil we know feels very comfortable. So it's hard maybe to let go of this last habit, so to speak, to tweak it, okay? To really let go also of control. So here we have sing as advice, okay? So this could be something that could resonate with some of you here as advice, maybe even just music, listening to music, playfulness, creativity, put yourself in that receiving mode, on that frequency. We have connect with your ancestors, another 14 here, integration, okay? This is again somewhat of the spirit world here, the realm. Again, we have this third eye in here as well. Dreaming, breathing, connecting, okay? It's all about connection. Your roots also, maybe also to figure out your patterns, right? And we have connect with the earth, which is really beautiful. Where did I talk about the earth here? The King of Pentacles, abundance. There's also an abundance, right? From you maybe with nature, and how to connect with spirit could be very much through nature, through the earth, Mother Earth, meditations. Wood could be a good thing. It's just interesting here. Something with wood, touch wood. Maybe we have to electrify ourselves, right? Touching wood so you can be statically charged up. So something about grounding here as well. Building something with your hands is coming through here, something practical when I look at the King of Pentacles here as well. And another number 13, which also stands for transformation. So you being outside or something about nature could be very, very helpful here for you to have to influence your situation right now. Really beautiful, group number 1. I hope that helped and you can put this wherever it resonates in your life and with your goals and what you're trying to achieve. So it should be a general message for that. So you can put it wherever it would be for you in your case. And I'm sending you big, big hugs. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 2. And welcome to your reading for something you can do right now to influence your situation. And I got so excited immediately when I got this card. Like I pulled it over here to start your group. I heard magic 8 ball. I felt magnetism because of the hematite. I'm pretty sure it's also a magnet. You can use it as a magnet. And then I saw this hawk in here, or bird, you know, coming through here. There's something also protecting you like crazy, watching you. Spirit is watching you. But we also have the message in here of ground yourself. This can feel quite heavy, I feel like, but also something really cool, like a magic 8 ball. I feel that you are also supposed to be aligning with spirit here, but also that there's a message coming through to you. There's something about a magic 8 ball, okay? And I don't know if this is just a metaphor right now, like a crystal ball or seeing the future or something. Maybe spirit is really just trying to communicate with you so badly, okay? So this could be something here for you to, as advice, you know, on how you can influence your situation right now if we're listening to spirit or watching the signs and symbols, because this looks like a sign and symbol, like seeing a bird, a specific bird, even if birds resonate with you or not. An owl is coming through right now as well. Wow. And which also stands for like elders, wisdom, ancient knowledge, and also aliens, okay? Starseed, so if whatever resonates with you. Really cool. There's something also about this here that there's still a little bit of like, it's a little bit rough. It's polished, okay, and it's like, I want to say processed. There's something about processing. Yeah, they made me stop right there when I found out the word process here, when I heard it. There's something about processing. They're saying also processed foods. Okay, something about that is coming through here as well. Maybe okay, this is a cliche thing here too, maybe, but when I think of processed foods, they're also talking about your third eye and your, what is it, pituitary gland or pineal gland? I never can remember, to decalcify that. So there could be something about processed foods here, maybe that we're advised to either soften up on or diminish, but I'm not feeling the complete diminishing because that would be very extreme. Maybe it's a specific process we're also supposed to follow. Let's get a few cards before I'm starting to wonder. Now they said you're supposed to see into something. You know, this reflection on this hematite, I can't tell if this is actually an opening or if this is a reflection. See the edges here? This could very well also be a dent in the sphere. So there's something here, an illusion. There's something about illusions, you know, when an illusion, in the desert, right? When we see water because of exhaustion, so something here. Yeah, and the processed food. If somebody also experiences dizziness or, you know, something in your health and your head, there's something about processed foods. But they're also talking about turning something to see it differently. Don't be afraid to look behind something, ask deeper questions, okay? Because I feel somebody here will get the veil removed, right? You're going to be enlightened towards something and you're in the process potentially towards there. If you're already a tarot reader, a psychic medium or something like this, there's another level that wants to be removed for you. There's processing going on right now. Ground yourself. Yeah, because I feel like also what they're saying is hold on to your seatbelt because something is about to happen here. Something is shifting big time for you. But we're actually asking what you can do right now to influence your situation. Okay, so let's get a card. What can group number 2 do, please, to influence their situation right now? What can group number 2 do to influence their situation right now? Spirit. I actually want to get another one. I felt like I'm pulling this one out, but I feel it has an important factor as well. Okay. So I feel at this one I pulled out, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? And then we also have, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Again, I'm hearing the word processing. Look, we have emotions and smiling and laughing, okay? We have, go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the little things. Note to self, laugh more often. Make somebody laugh today. And then we have this card. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? How do you fill your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Interesting enough, because this is similar to a message I got in group number 1. So if you've been torn between 1 and 2, so there might be other valuable information in group number 1. Maybe you're here from group number 1 as a continuation. Maybe that's why the word processing is coming through. We're processing through more information ahead. Interesting though. I talked about anxiety already here with this groundedness as well. Or did I? Was that in group number 1 as well? Why do I feel this like crazy connection now to group number 1? Let's move on and get you a power animal card. So we're talking about emotions here. We're talking about really becoming aware. Okay, ground yourself, becoming aware of what emotions are going through you at a given time. To become more self-aware. Yeah, the illusion. That's what we talked about. The illusion, the veil. This is kind of the devil energy, right? The fears, the habits, the temptations, the stuff we're addicted to or dependent on, okay? Which we're talking about emotions here. Or even circumstances, the people that run our life, that make us feel a specific way, that always get the power over our choices. You know, when we are giving our power away, let's say, oh, this person did this and this to me. Now we're giving them power to decide over how we feel. So maybe this is also another message here. But let's get a power animal card, please, for group number 2's message. What can they do right now? I feel awareness. Honestly, I feel awareness level here. Put yourself in the present moment to really, to become the observer of yourself. Step out of yourself and look at yourself here deeper, right? Look deeper into yourself and what am I thinking right now and why am I thinking this? Maybe sometimes, and I have that too, right? I catch myself going through something over and over and over, and then I'm like, whoa. I didn't even know where did this start that I ended up with this thought and it's super negative suddenly. I'm like, what the heck is this? Why am I so bothered by this? And why didn't I even obviously notice I'm doing this? Okay, so it's kind of tracing backwards also where it came from. How did it all start? Sometimes, I have to say, sometimes we're just moving into a different room of the house or into you're outside somewhere and you're moving through someone else's energy field, okay? And you're picking up their energy. So this is just where Spirit is saying you have to become hyper-focused, hyper-aware of yourself and your thoughts. Okay, we have 2 cards here coming out together. We have the Seal here and Imagination. These are the German cards, so sorry, but some of you guys understand German. It's talking about you sinking into your imagination, your creativity, your art, okay, and how you can express yourself, your creative way of expression through your imagination. It's asking you to do that. So this could be helpful to be also becoming more aware no matter where you are. Maybe you're really aware and imaginative and meditative when you're at home, when you're in your safe space, but when you go out in the world where anxiety could come in, you're picking up other people's energy. We have empathy here on the bottom as well. So you could be an empath, right? Something is shifting suddenly and you feel yourself out of control. You feel like you're like this, I see somebody playing ping pong right now. You're the ball. And I feel like you're super light, right? And you have no influence over what's happening to yourself. Okay, you're just being like kicked here and there and everywhere. And this could be in your mind. And here, this ball, now this is interesting. I see a white ping pong ball and it's super light, right? It's almost if there's a wind, it's going to be blown away. This thing is really heavy. Maybe that's why this is a good advice here. Hematite, feeling really heavy. Maybe even the hematite itself can really be helpful for group number 2 to feel more heavy, more grounded. Maybe the foods we're eating, maybe more heavy foods, more ground foods like root vegetables or warm foods, right? Something that can ground you more, or even like fattier foods here I'm getting as well. But this is really a very unique thing. I don't want to give advice on food. Okay. It's just something more that makes you more grounded. So this could be anything. If it's a carrot or if it's milk, I don't know, but you have to figure that out for yourself. So something more grounding can help you also when you have to put yourself in these situations with other people or circumstances that you don't feel comfortable in or familiar. We also have the raven here, or crow, raven, yeah, raven, with magic. And here it says, own your abilities. You have talents and gifts, group number 2, and they might be challenged when you're outside, when you're out in the world. So you might be a very sensitive soul. Maybe you're soaking up other people's energies a lot, I feel here. So yeah, be grounded in your talents and gifts, right? Because you're an empath, so that kind of reminds me of what I'm doing right now. I'm channeling energies from you guys. I'm trying to listen to spirit, so I have to open myself up and therefore become vulnerable, but therefore I can also become a target in a way, right? So I have to have some sort of energy protection also around me here. So I feel like what you can do immediately to influence your situation is to find a technique to ground yourself at all times. To make this a daily habit also, I feel like, which would be quite important. Here's also the water element now they're pointing me towards coming through. Make it maybe something more flowy, artsy. I'm not sure what that could be to make yourself feel more grounded. Maybe to make yourself feel in the present moment if you're doing something artsy. Or if you're running outside, for example. Yeah, it's like this. So we're not so distracted. Like you need something heavy when you go somewhere. Like a rock, right? Something to hold on to, or something that distracts you. Maybe if you listen to music when you go for a walk, it puts you more into the center of yourself instead of focusing on every little thing that's going on around you or every person. Really interesting. I've watched a really good video also about someone, I can't remember the name right now, maybe I'll put it in the description box, about a guy who is teaching all of this stuff, about not to give a crap about other people, okay, when you go somewhere. To not be worried about what other people are thinking, all of these things. And here, make someone laugh today. Maybe this is also something where we can put an intention towards someone else's energy. We do not have to, even if you're an empath, and I do that too, I have to remind myself, for example, when I really want to help somebody, right? I really want to feel what they're feeling. And that's how I can really acknowledge their sensations and feelings, and then from there we can, work through other things. So the thing here though, what I'm getting is it doesn't have to become a part of you now. Like you don't have to own it so much that you are now a different person. So here with the smile, maybe the smile is somewhat of a protection bubble around you that can reflect something back to another person that gives off the feeling of there's no attack here. Or something like that, right? I almost see the smile that you're sending out as your secret weapon. This could also be when you're in an environment of, like when you're having anxiety in a public space. I'm not sure, coming through a lot here. Take it or leave it, group number 2. I'm just running with the energy I'm getting. I see this smile suddenly being like a light beam coming out of you that is shooting out, okay, and it's protecting you. So nobody can affect you. Nobody can attack you also. It's just you. I feel like you turning and twisting and dancing and laughing and having a good time. And this is you're somehow in some sort of bubble wrap. Okay. This also gives me the layer of fat here with the seal, the bubble wrap. There's this layer. And it doesn't have to be fat. I'm not saying you have to eat more fat or you have to get bigger. This is the bubble wrap around you that I'm getting also with this seal. It looks very content in its environment. Very content. But they're also pointing out the bubble wrap around it, the fat layer on the seal, okay? Which gives us an extra layer of protection. So in order to really do your magic and be who you truly are, this could also be your authentic self is coming through right now. If you're not a tarot reader or a psychic medium, okay? Or an empath. But there's something about your authentic self and how we can protect this and how you can be 100% yourself regardless where you go. And regardless what people are also in front of you and what people are you are confronted with, okay? This could be a workplace, family situation, no matter what. So you can always be grounded. You can always be yourself. You don't have to engage, but you can. So this is you taking your power, okay? What else is here, please? For group number 2. What's another message, please, for group number 2? What they can do right now. Going with the flow. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. I could translate it into what this could be in the traditional tarot, which Maggie is saying no. Don't overthink, okay? It's tough for me too. Like I want to give as much as I can, but sometimes I have to just trust spirit and be like, no, don't do it. And like it's myself, my own self coming through as a human, and there's spirit. So immediately I got the warning from the magpie that you can hear in the background saying, no, don't worry about it. Going with the flow. Going with the flow, being in the present moment, okay, learning more how to be more flowy and to also adjust, but without changing yourself, adjusting without changing yourself. This is a really interesting message. More water here, okay. You could be resonating with water also in the zodiac. What else do we have, please, for group number 2? The rebel. Number 4 could be Emperor here. Leadership, take charge. No, you are the one who makes the chains or breaks the chain, okay? You're the one, you have that much power, and this is what Spirit is trying to get at. You have that much power. You can relax, okay? You're on your way to relaxation. Look, and here we have the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. More creativity, more power, more confidence. This is also beauty in your outside perspective. If this is not only about anxiety, but also anxiety about your physical appearance. And we talked about food here, didn't we? Processing. And also how you present yourself. You can be just as beautiful and shining in sweatpants as you can be in a beautiful dress, okay, or in a suit. So there's something about you and your aura, your energy. We have the divine masculine, and here we also have the super strong, very much in charge and in power, control, divine feminine. Beautiful energy, beautiful balance, okay? This could be about a partnership too, if this is something you're trying to get to. The perfect counterfeit here, the perfect counterpart. However this could resonate for you. This is a very general reading about how we can change or influence our situation right now. So when you find yourself within your power, and you are also balanced out in your power, and you have this protection around you, is also when there is some sort of divine counterpart happening here, okay? But mostly this is about you and your authentic self and how you present yourself and how you express yourself. How colorful or not colorful. Okay, let's get one more. This could also be about self-employment, okay? I feel for group number 2, they just said it's the last steps. So it's the last processing. There's the last steps that we can add on to ourselves, or we can influence, right? Tweak a little bit to have a beautiful success story happening here. Success story either in your business, either in your personal authenticity and how you present yourself, express yourself, your creativity, your art, your love, your relationships, okay? This is the last, what did they just say? The last steps, the last little bit of processing. Oh my god, too many cards here, but I see the 2 of Cups. Let's just look through them. Okie dokie. We have the 4 of Swords, postponement. Sorry, I'm supposed to take these cards literally today. We have postponement. But here we can see we're slowly starting into the color. We're starting to find our true selves here. We're coming from the black and white and how we used to define ourselves, okay? There is a shedding here of the old and really becoming into your own here. You're finding beautiful balance between masculine and feminine energy. You're finding your true self. You're putting on the colors that you want to put on. And also Spirit is saying you can choose anew every day, okay? Nothing is set in stone. You can choose. You always have the power of choice, group number 2. Very important message here for you. Look, possibilities. The world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can put your magic wherever you want. You're also someone who can very much, your energy is healing, okay? You can heal the whole world, or at least understand how far spreading energy is and how much influence you have, how much power you have, group number 2. You're an influencer in a way, okay? If as much as you can be influenced by others, you will find your safety bubble, you will find your protection bubble, okay? Your bubble wrap, your unique bubble wrap. But know also that you are just as influential to others, right? Now we just have to figure out on how to protect yourself and how to find the balance within those 2 things. Transformation and the Lovers. Yeah, there is also choices, duality. We're learning our own duality. Again, if this is about a love situation here, we can see a beautiful couple potentially. So we will find also a perfect counterpart when you're really defining yourself here. And again, this could be something different every day. Spirit doesn't want you to be feeling like you have to put yourself in a box or choose a category. You do not have to choose a category. It's just the importance is the colors that match you. That the colors that match you are truly yourself, reflecting yourself. That's where your backbone and power is coming in here with this freaking energy of this Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Strong, strong energies of knowing themselves, okay, knowing thyself. The rebel, and the sharing gift of yourself, the sharing of your power by also having protection around you. Let's look at the cards that actually quickly here that fell out. We have Two of Cups. It says friendliness here. Again, laughter, right? This is coming through here now. The smile that you share with someone, the connectiveness, you can feel the connection with other people, the connection with souls. You probably don't see faces. Group number 2, you're probably very much in tune with people's energy, so you feel the energy. But here we can see the merging. So if you don't want that, but this could be the merging also, sorry, for a perfect counterpart, your soulmate, your twin flame, okay? That is coming. So you just have to become your own steadfast person, but you can also merge. But you need to know where the line is for you, okay? To not become this, and this doesn't become that. So there is a little bit of orange, there's overlap here, right? Or whatever that color would be then. But we still have enough of ourselves and enough of the other. So there is a bit of compromise here as well. Compromise came through in group number 1. You also have innocence. This is number 19. This is joy and this is happiness. Finding your own inner innocence. This is that becoming one again with your inner child. Laughing, smiling, taking it easy. Taking this easiness and flowiness wherever you go. Not just in your safety wall or safety home, safe space, but also when you're out and about amongst a lot of people or whatever, specific people even. Yeah, feeling safe and secure. We have the miser here. There's something here. We feel like we need to protect something, okay? And 7 of Swords, this makes sense because of potentially you've been betrayed in the past. There is scarcity. There is this habit and mindset now that people want to take something from you. So this is what we're influencing here. We're influencing that situation, and it comes with you understanding your boundaries. You understanding your safety bubble that you can take wherever. And that you have a lot of power. You also have to understand, group number 2, that you have way more power than everyone else. But somehow here in your past, the power was taken away from you because of some circumstances, delusions, deception. Now there's a scarcity of like never having enough. If this is also about money or leadership, okay, or your own persona. I really feel the persona coming through. Look, politics. This could have been about our culture, the upbringing, okay, this could be about so many things here, work situation, work politics, family politics, but you are becoming your own person. And this is not a weakness. They also just said the innocence and your smiliness, your personality is not a weakness, okay? You can identify, but you can also protect yourself and still be yourself, even when you want to express your gifts and talents, your magic. You're coming into your own, group number 2. It's very beautiful. Okay, let's get you a last maybe practical advice here for group number 2. A last practical advice. And we have clear your energy field. Yeah, that makes sense. And connect with the earth. Yeah, again, this came through for group number 1 as well. So there could be a bit of an overlap here, okay, for group number 1. Connect with the earth, number 13 again. We have transformation coming through here as well. So there's a big transformation, not in you, but in you fully accepting yourself. You're now going to really paint that picture every day on how you feel. I feel somebody's very also eclectic, okay, mutable, adaptable, but you do not have to become adaptable to a point or a degree where you become the other person, where you lose yourself, right? This could be in relationships here as well, that we're losing ourselves and you're like, oh, now it's over. Now I have to like find myself again. I feel like this cycle is over, okay? You're finally really truly finding yourself, and you can take yourself wherever you want, and this doesn't change anything. Now people are also going to be more receptive to you because you're going to have more like the backbone boundaries, okay, like the Queen of Wands, very powerful person, but also very protected in her energy. So ground yourself, nature, okay, something grounding food-wise, as we talked about as well already. Finding that extra layer of protection for yourself. And for some, it's with food. For some, it's with maybe workouts or energy, through energy cleansing and healing and knowing thyself. Alrighty, I hope we covered everything, and I think we did. It was a bit of a longer video today. I was expecting this already. So thank you so much, and I hope you can put this wherever it resonates, with whichever area in your life. Group number 2, I'm sending you the biggest hugs, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful group number 3, and welcome to your reading on what you can do right now to influence your situation. When I was pre-shuffling with these cards here that I'm going to take next, I already had something coming out about how can I trust myself, okay? It was flipping out immediately when I said group number 3 is next. So there's something about trusting yourself here also, which fits kind of with the rainbow obsidian and heal your heart, okay? There's something about yourself, how you see yourself, and what happened to you also, how you identify yourself, they said. This is interesting. It looks a bit like a butt crack right now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is my Gemini mind. Squirrel. Yeah, but there's something about your identification, how you identify yourself, how you see yourself, how high up you hold yourself in high regards, low regards, whatever it is here. But I also see this lots of love. I see somebody who probably loves the world, but is also hurt at the same time. Like I see someone who has a lot of love, okay? You have a lot of love to give. You want to love also. You want to see the beautiful things potentially, okay? So there's definitely something beautiful also for you. You're not wrong, they said. You're not wrong, group number 3. You're not wrong, okay? There's also something beautiful in the world. Not everything is bad, okay? You tried really hard. I also am getting like a 9 of Wands, like a wounded warrior, trying really, really hard, but also being wounded and exhausted, okay? Maybe just wanting things to work on its own, like without having to work so hard potentially here. I'm getting a little bit. So let's see what we get now for group number 3, please. Wow, okay. 3 cards for you. And this one came through as well. Let's see what the other ones are, if this is one of them. I don't know right now. But this one came through for you before with the trust card. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Might look at that again, okay? So let's look at this one. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? How can I surrender even more in this moment? And what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? Interesting that we're talking about the heart, right? And I already felt this like potential betrayal or just things just not working out easily, I feel. So am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Let me have heart picked up again. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Because I also feel this is an important message, because I'm getting also a sensation of somebody who puts others first. So now we're getting also to the point of healing your heart and understanding that you do have to know first what you really want and what's best for you. And this is the way on how to influence your situation right now. We also have, how can I surrender even more in this moment? Okay, I know, I'm sorry, there's a lot to read here on these cards, but it is essential to have a clear, strong intention of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It is time to surrender, let the universe have some breathing room to work. And this is something I felt also immediately with when I said, why can things not be easier for once? Why do I have to work so hard all the time? This is this energy here. Detach from the outcome. Let it be. Let God. Let go and let God, right? Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Oh my God, group number 3, I want to give you a big hug. Your life has a purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra: I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Wow, this is deep, okay? This is very deep, and I'm not going to put all my spiel around it as well, because these cards are perfect. What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. This is pretty much the energy I already felt, okay? Putting others first and forgetting yourself in the process potentially, or you wanting something by also doing something for others. I feel a big shift in understanding coming through for group number 1 by you understanding that you don't have to fix someone else to collect good karma. And I know that sounds harsh right now, but I was just like that, okay? I was literally also like that. I can relate to this very well. So I'm not trying to be mean or anything right now. It took me so long to understand this, because also my mother, for example, or I got raised under the recipe of other people are more important than me, or they're always smarter. Okay, you always put them first. You don't talk, you just listen. Okay, it's always about them. So this kind of the energy, you know, if this resonates with you, that I understand. So please don't feel attacked if I say something like this. Okay, it's like more harsher. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. When we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone. I just said that, you know. I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what's best for me. You know, what I've never learned, and I know I'm taking myself as an example here, so I'm sorry if this is annoying, but I feel it's important. In the way that I never felt loved by a spirit or God. I always felt alone, being different. Okay, so I never understood that other people are potentially just as protected, because I didn't understand that I was protected. I didn't understand that I didn't need to have control over everything and every person in my life, because they are as well. Okay, because I didn't understand that, I didn't know that others don't have that either. It's this saying of, you know, the bird is getting fed by God. We don't know how, but we don't have to take control over how a bird survives on this planet. They're taken care of just like other people are taken care of by God or whatever they believe in, their own parents, okay? They have their own parents. So because I never had that sensation of I'm being taken care of in an emotional sense by my parents, I didn't think, or I felt like, maybe I can do this for others and therefore also get it in return. I may feel being taken care of by taking care of someone else. By making someone else important, I maybe subconsciously thought I will feel important by doing it. Maybe that's just my purpose in life, to do everything for someone else instead of putting me also in the mix of it. Not even just first, but even just in the mix of it. Really interesting topic here, okay? It could be a very vulnerable topic, quite obviously. It's tough subject. So this is what we're getting to, okay? We're getting to the bottom of this, to heal yourself, to heal your heart, and how to put yourself first at all times. And we can still help people. You can be an empath. I do tarot readings, right? Because I still want to help people. I want to spread the message of spirit. And if I just help one person, I'm good. But there's something also about you understanding yourself, and that you are also just as much taken care of, that you are also, there's no necessity to do something for someone else first in order for us to be worthy of receiving something in return. Okay, what's another message, please? We can power animal cards. There are German cards here, okay. And we have this gecko thingy, salamander gecko thing. It says dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and the visions, okay? So this is another thing here. You're already connected to spirit a lot, so you might question your visions, okay, if you're resonating with this. But they're also really getting to you through in your dreams, okay? Pay attention to your dreams and visions, because they're not quack, they're true. Because you are so sensitive, spirit is probably sending you a lot of prophecies. You probably know much more about what's happening on this planet than other people, okay? You're very sensitive being, group number 3. So please pay more attention to your dream time and your visions, because they hold merit. Okay, there's something in there. That's the truth. And maybe it's not just so much about other people or the world. Maybe now they're also sending you messages about you. Okay, if you ask also specific questions. I heard to be selfish. Be selfish with your questions. Be selfish with spirit. Be like, no, this is about me. I want to know what I have to do. Send me signs of how can I heal, spirit. Make it about you. Be more selfish. I know it sounds tough, but this is a message they're giving me here. We also have the Raven with magic. Own your talents. Own your talents and believe in them yourself. First and foremost, you have to believe in yourself and in your gifts and talents, especially also if you want to do something, what I'm doing now that I'm talking so much about myself here. You have to believe in your talents and gifts. Because of other people, maybe you have questioned yourself a lot, okay? You might be someone who definitely is there for others, believes what others say and what they've gone through, and especially admiring people that are very confident and in leadership positions, right? But now this is shifting, that you are also becoming that person while still remaining with your soft heart, with your open heart for others, okay? You're probably also someone potentially here who always forgiven everyone who hurt you. That's okay. You can hurt me, I can take it. It's okay. Group number 3. And here we also have, this is so beautiful. We also have the lion under that. We have the hummingbird with joy. Take it easy. I feel so much in here for you to come through. It's more about just you really being more selfish with your time, being more selfish with your boundaries. And I know, take the selfish with a grain of salt. This is just the extreme example of the energy they're trying to convey here for you, to act more on behalf of yourself than someone else first, right? So be more selfish with yourself, with your time, with your boundaries, with your happiness, with your playtime, with your time in general. Be more selfish with it, okay? This is really something that's going to put you more in the center of, in your own world, because this is about you. This is your life. You're in this body, okay? And you chose yourself for a reason. And yes, you're a beautiful, helpful soul, but you also have to help yourself on behalf of yourself. So, and then we have the lion with courage and bravery. And here it says it even. Ask for what you want. You have to say it. You can become more selfish with spirit and God. Because you might also be praying for others more than you pray for yourself. If this is the case, group number 3, then you're absolutely right here. And you're supposed to become more like the lion also, to take what belongs to you. Right? If you need healing, you also should ask God for healing for yourself. You don't need someone else to pray for you. It's nice. I will pray for you. Group number 3, I will send you Reiki. Please ask me. Be selfish, okay? I will send you Reiki. I can totally relate with this energy. But we also have to learn now how to become the one that asks on behalf of yourself. Stand up for yourself and say either yes or no or this or that. That reminds me of the movie The Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts, when she's figuring out how she likes her eggs. Because, she didn't even realize that she was just adjusting to the other person, trying to find just someone who loves her the way she is, by actually not realizing that she isn't the way she wants to be, or she doesn't know herself. So she figures out, how do I like my eggs? Scrambled, poached, or whatever, right? So this is kind of the energy that I'm getting. This is something here Spirit is giving you that you can do immediately to influence your situation, your magic, your authenticity, your true self, and your power, and who you truly are. I don't see a broken heart in here. I see someone who loves everyone, but you act more on others' behalf than on your own for yourself. And this is what's changing. It will become more balanced. You will still love others and the world and, try and help and do everything for everyone else here. But I feel like you're going to spend just as much time on yourself. Because another person is also just a reflection, right? We're going to realize that you're also existing. You're existing, group number 3. So you need the same care as everyone else. You're the same baby. You have the same needs. You need water. You need food. You need hugs. You need love. Okay? And as soon as you feel like you deserve this, your situation will change. Feed yourself the love that you would give to someone else who is not giving it back to you. And I'm talking about someone who's also very unconditional. I can feel energy in here of someone who wants to give. You really want to give, group number 3. And this is an honoring trait. But you also have to do this for yourself. What you would do for your child, you should be doing also for yourself. Nurture yourself with that mother's milk you may have never gotten, okay? And I'm getting really passionate about this because it's very, very similar to what I also have been through or felt through, okay? So I hope you can put this wherever it resonates, because this could reflect into your finances. This could reflect into your work situation, in your friendships, in your family life, in your romantic life, okay? It could reflect everywhere. As soon as you put yourself a bit more into the center of selfishness, however you want to take this word right now, your things are going to be changing around you. People are going to respect you more, or they're going to see you a little bit differently, right? With more poise, they said. Okay, let's do a few of these cards here as well. Okay, thank you. And I almost also felt this one on the bottom. Let's see what we have. We have the slowing down card. Beautiful. If I translate this in the traditional tarot, it would be the Knight of Pentacles, I'm pretty sure. This is the Osho Zen. It's a little bit different, but Spirit was really emphasizing on the fact that I'm also supposed to take these cards very literal today. So it says slowing down. And then we also have the guidance. There's also a teamwork with spirit. What can I say? Guidance, trusting in the guidance of spirit, asking for what you need. Ask spirit on how to help yourself, or what can you do to love yourself more? What should you do first? Yeah, this is a good one too. Before we do the second step, or before we run out and help someone else, or, you know, in our head even, or sending energy, ask spirit for advice. Ask something that they can help you with, right? It's like the slowing down. It's like the pause. It's pausing before we jump to conclusions with others, or jump to conclusions with yourself, or before you forget yourself. We also have celebration. So it has lots to do also with other people. Number 3 might be very important here. Okay, and we are group number 3, so lots of 3s here. And taking control. This could be the King of Swords. Okay, this is leadership, also clarity. This is also my way. Okay, my way, or the highway, I want to say, but in a more balanced way. Ask spirit for advice. There's also something about this joy and celebration here with others. How we celebrate stuff. Celebrating yourself. Letting others also celebrate you. Maybe someone is also surprising you with something and you have a tough time accepting surprises, or it's hard for you to say thank you. It's like, oh, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward. I'd rather surprise you. To be okay with others also saying something nice about you. Maybe you have a tough time accepting compliments. I don't know. This is something here coming through as well. This is also becoming very clear with your goal setting. Okay, making a vision board. Maybe, you know what? Instead of making a vision board for things that you want, or praying for other people, how about you make a vision board about yourself? What would you wish for your children, right? Health, happiness, love, a good job, money. Make this for yourself, I feel here. Put yourself on a vision board, or have this like cluster thing going on here. Me. Make something just about you, I feel like here. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your connection with spirit. This could also be here studying and education. 3 of Pentacles, this is. Body, mind, and spirit connection here. The balance, right? The body, mind, and spirit balance is coming through. Friendships. Letting someone else in also, I heard here with the celebration card. Enjoy. Going out more. Maybe showing more of yourself. Maybe a more vulnerable side. With people also that are safe. There's definitely also people for you out there that are safe and trustworthy, okay? There was something about trust that came through. Yeah. Right in the beginning, before I started the reading, it was something about trusting yourself. Opening up, healing your heart. By loving yourself more, you will be able also to receive more love from others here. This is really this friendship vibe, or even from your family. Okay, let's get some other cards here, the last cards. Maybe a little bit more practical advice, please, for group number 3. Practical advice for group number 3. Something also about past loved ones are coming through right now. Sorry. The hummingbird, and here's this angel. Yeah, and the dream time, right? Yeah, maybe you're also going to be visited by spirit in your dreams, or a past loved one that wants to also send you love, right? Maybe you're not letting it in. You have to let it in. You have to open your heart, group number 3, to let also the past loved ones or the love from spirit come in for you. You also have to receive love from spirit, just like you want everyone else to be happy. It's really, you have to be a part of that party, okay? Join the party, group number 3. You're just as important as everyone else. Even if you feel like the odd one out potentially here, if you have gifts and talents of, you know, you feel different than most people, or more sensitive. Wow, look at this. That's cool. We have number 3 again. Look at this. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. All the 3s. So pay attention to number 3 as well. And every time, yeah, remind yourself, right? Every time you see number 3 now, or 33, or whatever it is, say something nice to yourself. Say, I love myself. Thank you, spirit. Or come in, spirit, and talk to me. Give me something nice. Okay, ask for something. Demand something. This could be a reminder for you with the number 3s. To have a balance. How much have I given to myself today? Remind yourself to give something to yourself. Ask for something. Aromatherapy. So this could be something sensual for you. Scents, smells, perfume, cologne. Okay. Going through the nature, flowers, all of these things. Maybe buy yourself flowers, right? So something about your senses, instincts. That's maybe how you can connect with spirit as well, or with yourself and past loved ones. Oh my goodness. You know, for example, sometimes I get this whiff of like cigarette smell, or like this weird little cigarello smell, because my grandpa was smoking these all the time. And I get this whiff of it. I'm like, where the heck is it coming from? It reminds me of my grandpa. So take the signs and symbols. Okay, you are not crazy. They're trying to communicate with you. They're sending you a hello, or just like, hey, I'm with you. I'm here. I'm by your side. We also have flow like water on the bottom here, number 24. So this could be something as well, water, just flowiness in your heart space. Diving deep, I heard here as well. Allowing yourself also to dive deep within you, right, within your heart. Expression, what is in your heart, what you truly want, to also be okay with expressing that. This also might take some bravery and some courage, okay? So thank you so much, group number... Oh my god, did I even show you this? There's this squirrel on the bottom. Sorry, it just got distracted by a squirrel. It says preparation and prepare yourself for a big change. There's a big change coming in how you see yourself also, and how you are as a part of society also, I want to say. So thank you so much, group number 3. I hope really you can put this wherever it resonates in your personal life. And thank you so much for sending you big hugs, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.